How you doing, folks? I'm James. This is Steven here with Mustard Slinger Sports. We're coming to you from the Baylor campus at MCLEAN Stadium today, where the Baylor Bears are going to take on the Kansas Jayhawks. And Steven, homecoming here for the Baylor Bears this week. It's no different than if you're in high school or college. You always want that team you can beat for homecoming.
A must win, as you would say.
That's correct.
This is the 14th meeting between the two schools, and Baylor pretty much owns the series record at 9-4. And Kansas, his last victory was in 2007.
Yeah, you know, we can't go very long before we talk about this high-powered offense that the Baylor Bears have here. They're leading all of FBS with 579 yards per game.
Pretty impressive.
And let's not forget also, too, they are second in scoring at 49 yards per game.
It's no secret that Art Browse has rebuilt this program back to national prominence, and the speed it has done has been very impressive. On the offensive end is mainly what you got to give them credit for. In the past 4 years, they've been ranked in the top 5 nationally for offense, yards per game, and points per game. Definitely putting in some good work.
You know, and that's right, Steve. And you got to think about the starter at quarterback for these Baylor Bears, Bryce Petty. He's 5th in the Big 12 in passer efficiency rating. And you know, everybody talks about this passing game, but they forget about the rushing game that this Baylor team has. You know, Baylor the previous 2 years has led the Big 12 in rushing, and this year is no different. They're leading the Big 12 in rushing at 229 and shade over yards per game.
Yes.
You know, and then you got to think about the big guy here we have rushing the ball for Baylor, Shock Linwood. This guy has got 9 rushing touchdowns on the year to put him 20th in all of FBS.
Yes, he does. Let's take a look at this Kansas team. The past few years, they have done nothing but struggle on the road. They've lost 27 consecutive road games. Last road win coming in 2008. September. That's a long time, and I don't want for this to change anytime soon, especially not today.
Hey, you know, it doesn't get any better on the other side of the ball for this Jayhawk team. They're giving up about 411 yards per game, and also giving up an average of 26 yards per game. And, you know, Steve, they're kind of like the SMU team we've been covering the previous 2 weeks. You know, they fired their head coach, Charlie Weiss, a few games into the season for a bad start. Their defensive coordinator, Clinton Bowen, took over for this team, and, you know, he should do a little bit better, though, you know, than the Tom Mason's going to do over there at SMU.
Yeah, a little bit better
situation.
He
get a chance, you know.
Yes.
He is a 1995 graduate of this program, so he is familiar with the boosters there.
Yes, it is. This should be the case for Kansas. But we cannot overlook Baylor's defense either. Everyone wants to talk about the offense. Points scored, yards per game, blah, blah, blah. You can go on and on about the offense. But Phil Bennett and this Baylor's defense is doing a very good job right now. They're only giving up 23 points per game. And, you know what, I mean, what do you look for that happening? You see Kansas trying to take advantage of this Baylor's defense, or just getting ran over today?
You know, I honestly, I see this Kansas team getting run over today. I expect the pass to come out and start, then I expect the edge off after that starts. But this running game is just too lethal. I think it's going to do some fits to this Kansas team that's not used to doing anything. But, you know, these Baylor Bear team, they got to be careful because they've always got a stumbling block they've got somewhere this year. You know, last year they had the Oklahoma State game where they went up to Stillwater and got their ass handed to them.
Yes.
So they can't look past this Kansas team because this Big 12 race is still very wide open.
Yes.
And the next 3 weeks are going to be the tail of the tape, really, on who's going to come out to be the 2 contenders for this Big 12 title and a possible chance in the FBS.
Yes, very possible chance.
Steve, do you have anything else you want to say?
Could get ugly very quick. I look for that to happen.
Yeah, also, too, with this being a homecoming game, look for us to try to see if we can see people on the sidelines we can talk to and get you some other films or clips from that you might not see on normal other games. But until that time, we'll see you at the end of the game, and y'all enjoy this game. Bye. Thanks.